Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And here in my home in El Salvador, San Salvador, El Salvador, coming to the end of this trip. It's been an amazing time. My gosh, it's been really awesome meeting with family again and seeing all the sights, bringing my girlfriend to see this beautiful country. And I don't really want to talk about tech at the moment. I kind of just want to share with you guys a little bit about El Salvador, what this country is about. This is a really special country. Obviously, this is my home country. You guys may have thought I was from the Philippines, but I'm definitely not. I'm from El Salvador. My parents are both from here. And, they, after living in Asia for many years, I spent most of my childhood in Asia, they decided to come back in 99, I think it was. I finished my high school here in El Salvador, 10th grade till senior year, 12th grade. Before that, I'd been in Hong Kong, Singapore, all over Asia. But every time I come back to this country, it feels like coming back home. And it's a special place because obviously all my extended family is here. All my cousins, all the people who I think I've known basically since I first came here, which was in 1992 after the Civil War here, which was really bad. My family, at least from Hong Kong, we came back to visit all the extended family, and I had all these cousins that I had never met before, and it was an incredible trip. I would come back every year or subsequently, and then eventually moved here in 99, 2000. But what's amazing is you have all your family here, you have all the connection. And the bad thing for, let me explain, many years was the security situation here. Obviously, El Salvador, having had a lot of issues with the Civil War and then with gangs after that, was really one of the most dangerous countries in the world. And it's a pity because you see how beautiful it is. Look how incredible we see the volcano there. And at this sunset hour, it is just stunning. It is absolutely stunning. And when we moved here, we really did live in a pretty risky time. The gangs were really bad. The murder rate was intense. You had travel warnings to say, do not travel to El Salvador because it was so dangerous. But in the past couple of years, with the new government and with a lot of the initiatives they did to really deal with the crime situation, the security situation here has improved drastically. And so to anyone out there who's considering whether they would want to travel to this country or to explore this beautiful volcanic land, I got to tell you, it has improved significantly. I think the crime rate is down like 95% or 97%. Yes, I'm sure there's still crimes that are ongoing. Yes, I think there's still, accidents and violent things that do happen in this country. But there's just this sense of calm now that you feel when you visit like all the tourist sites, all the malls, or you go into the downtown area. People just seem a lot more relaxed. And you're seeing so many more people on the streets. It really does feel like things have turned around, at least security-wise. But without security, you really can't have a country. So I think that's what has made this place feel even more special now because, if it wasn't for the security issues, I probably would have come much more often with my daughter. And, now 2 years in with this much better security situation here, I think you're going to see more investment in the country. You're going to see more people coming in and actually tourism into the country. We had Miss Universe here in November, and Christmas time has been packed. I've heard so many people speaking in English here, walking around, just like tourists at all the destinations. We've ran into people from different countries, from France, from Eastern Europe, from the US, people who are Salvadorian but who came back to visit. It is crazy how many people we've spoken to actually in English as we've been kind of touring around. And it just proves to me that I think a lot of people were waiting for the security situation to be resolved to finally come back, and they are now coming back in droves. So to kind of wrap up here, I just want to say, number one, it's amazing to see family and friends again and really just be back into that. And obviously, having had my sisters come here, we had a great time, and I think they've kind of grown to appreciate this place a little bit more as well. Yes, it's not perfect. The traffic is horrendous. The traffic is really bad now. And, there's other aspects of the disparity of rich and poor that still need to be managed. It's a developing country, so there's a lot of potholes sometimes, although the streets have improved a lot. But the traffic jams to get to these tourist sites, it's almost a country that's been overwhelmed by just the sheer number of people that now have tried to come back to experience it, that it really has, you have felt it. You have felt it going to the tourist sites and everything. It is intense. But I think all things considered, when you consider family, when you consider, being here in this beautiful house, I'm just so blessed to be, able to come back to a place where my parents live and they have, maintained this beautiful home here. It is a special thing to bring my girlfriend here, to have her meet my entire family, to have my daughter see her cousins again, and just have so much fun. I think she's going to be crying when we leave tomorrow because she's had a really great time. And now it's going to be back to Hong Kong, back to just a small family unit. And, I got a lot of stuff to think about. Would I ever consider moving here? Yeah, I think I would. I definitely would. It would be a change of pace, but it would be something I would definitely consider. We'll see how things progress over time. But as it relates to the country itself, I would say it's not there yet, but it's at least now on the path to a better place. And so, Frankie Tech were to, let's say, review El Salvador right now. Before, I would have given it like a 4 out of 10, a 3 out of 10. I think last year I would have given it probably 6 out of 10. Just because, it still has a long way to go. But this year, I'm going to solidly say Frankie Tech, or Frankie Herrera reviews El Salvador, my experience on this trip, has been a solid 7 out of 10. In terms of just the country experience, obviously when you talk about family and the reunions and see everyone, that's a 10 out of 10. That fills your soul with happiness and with love to be with your parents, be with your extended family, seeing all of them. That's a 10 out of 10. But the country itself, I definitely think it's a solid 7 out of 10 now. And I can't wait to be able to come here and tell you guys, this is an 8 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10 place. It's a must visit place. I still think there's a lot to work on, but 7 out of 10 means I can now actually say, you can come to El Salvador and you can have a great time. Not everything will be perfect. Not everything will be super smooth. And you may get stuck at the airport. I'm looking at you, to my sis who had this horrible experience. There's still a lot to deal with. And there's still dogs barking next door. But all in all, I would rate this experience of the country and where it's going a 7 out of 10 right now, with room for growth. And I think it could easily get to an 8 or 9 out of 10 and be one of those must-travel destinations in Central America or in the rest of the world in general. So it's been an amazing trip. This is a very random video, I know, guys, but to all my salvadoreños, a todos mis amigos ahí, saludos, feliz año nuevo. And, to los guanacos que están viendo aquí, pues vamos progresando y seguimos adelante siempre, y pues cada día yo creo que se va mejorando la cosa, y yo espero con ansias a ver cómo va a seguir mejorando este país ya que seguimos entrando aquí 2024, y en los siguientes 5 o 10 años yo creo que va a estar súper interesante ver cómo va progresando la cosa aquí. But anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Hit me up in the comments. Have you even heard of El Salvador, the country, before? If you haven't, there it is, guys. This is the capital, San Salvador, of course. Beautiful last sunset here of my trip. Just wanted to share with you guys. Thanks for watching. And of course, I'll be back with some more regular content. But I feel the need. I wanted to do something for my country, for, my people. I think it was a special moment to do this. So anyway, that's it for this one. Appreciate you all. A happy new year to you all. And that's it for this one. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech or of any of my channels, guys, subscribe and hit that bell icon. I do appreciate it. And this is where I leave you. Last time from El Salvador, saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. And yes, Frankie Fit is coming soon. Stay tuned. Have a good one.